like. Welcome home, teammates. You remember Betty? I'm LT, the referee, the fairest referee in the universe. And I just want to remind you all that I am a football prophet. It's week 4, and my boldest prophecy I've made so far this season, I believe, just came true today. Now, prediction number 3. The Kansas City Chiefs will not make the playoffs. That's right, I said it. The Kansas City Chiefs will not three-peat. They won't even sniff the playoffs. I am not to be doubted, teammates. As you see today, Rashee Rice tore his ACL. I need to make a correction. At this point of the production of this video, Tuesday afternoon, there is no definitive answer being released from Kansas City on the Rashee Rice injury. Now, they are calling it a catastrophic knee injury of some sort. Let's get back into it. I'm not happy that Rashee Rice hurt himself. When I made my prophecy, I said KC would not make the playoffs. This is a big hit to the Kansas City. They've only got Kelsey. They're already without Pacheco. That's 2 starters. They're just not going to get there, bro. They're just not going to get there. When I make predictions, write them down in ink. I want to get into something that has been pissing me off for seasons now. And now all of a sudden it has to do with Taylor Swift. Oh, the NFL is rigged. Taylor Swift is a Kansas City Chiefs fan because of Travis Kelce. All of a sudden it's a rigged game. Come on now. This is modern day gladiators. There is no rigging of NFL. I'm so sick of hearing about it. I can understand where the conspiracy, because that's what it is, a conspiracy, comes from. We can take a look at a couple of plays. Let's check these out.
That's worst case scenario. You'll see James Bradbury. They're going to say he grabs him. He's got his left hand on his back. I don't know. Mike, listen, I think on this stage, I think you let him play.
I can't just show this second clip without talking about it because it's a little bit confusing. So I'm going to put on my white hat and we're going to talk it out. So I'm going to replay it up here and I'm going to talk everybody through it. So what we're going to see is 3rd and 9, 10 minutes, 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Cincinnati, Kansas City tied at 20 apiece. What we're going to get is we're going to get a Patrick Mahomes shotgun play, 3rd and 9. Throws the ball to Kelsey over the middle. Kelsey is short of the line to gain for the first down. So now everybody on the field and in the stadium thinks it's 4th and 4. However, after Mahomes walks off the field, the referees are seen in a little huddle talking about it, and all of a sudden they make a call. They say, wait, hold up, reset the clock to 10 minutes, 29 seconds. The play was called dead before it started. That means third and 9, that play to Travis Kelce never happened. So they gave Kansas City another 3rd and 9 again. Cincinnati gets in and sacks Patrick Mahomes. Okay, cool. No harm, no foul, right? We think, okay, we'll take the sack. They'll be punting. All of a sudden, we've got yellow laundry on the field. You know I hate the color yellow. We should be using a different color flag. But I digress. There's yellow laundry on the ground. They call a holding penalty against Eli Apple. Now we know Eli Apple's terrible, but they still called the hold on him. So now it's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. What I want to show you next is the clip of the actual referee in the original play coming in and killing the clock, blowing his whistle, but nobody in the stands, including the other referees on the field, saw or heard him do that. So check this out. I'm going to show you. It's not rigged. It wasn't a redo. The stadium was loud. They could not hear the officials. All right. So as you can see, the plays look a little funny, but from the professional eye, you can see there is a clear and concise explanation for every single play. Now, I got a couple more plays I want to show you, and then I'm going to let you guys decide. Do you think the NFL is rigged? It is definitely not. This is modern day gladiators. This next play is still the AFC Championship. Cincinnati, Kansas City. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Mahomes has the ball, 4th down. They need about 15 to 20 yards to get in decent 50-yard field goal range or so. Mahomes takes the snap. He's got nothing open downfield, so he takes off towards the top of the field. As he's running out of bounds, he gets hit with a personal foul. Late hit out of bounds on Cincinnati. So on top of the 15 yards that Mahomes just picked up on the run, he just got another 15 for the late hit. Does put Kansas City at about a 40-yard field goal, which is well within range for Harrison Butker. But look at the play. Mahomes was 3 or 4 steps outside the white line when the defender hit him. That is personal foul, late hit out of bounds. That is an automatic 15 yards and a first down. Now, check out 2 more plays. We're going to jump to this season now, okay? We're at the Atlanta game. We're going to look at the Kyle Pitts no call pass interference. Atlanta's driving. They're in the red zone. I think they're inside the 5-yard line. Pitts is lined up on the bottom of the screen. He comes out. Little hand play between the defender and Kyle Pitts. No big deal. Let it go. But as the ball is thrown, Kyle Pitts has to turn around and come back to the ball. So you see the defender, it does look like the defender gets there a little early. However, they both have the right to play the ball, and the defensive back was in position. That's a no call. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No penalty. Now this last play is a little funny one. It's from the San Diego game this past weekend. It's the Josh Palmer play. Now, does it look like Josh Palmer was touched before he got to the first down? At first glance, it does not. However, if you look closely at the very spot where Josh Palmer falls down and starts to roll to try to get to that first down marker, and the Kansas City player just rushes by, and as he's coming by, you can see his pinky finger, one of his fingers, one of these 2 fingers, come up for a brief second, meaning he had to hit something in order for that, because he was swiping like this, but the fingers came up. In the replay, you see that he had to have touched him, brushed his arm. He's down. 4th down, going to have to kick a field goal. That's the breaks. Football is a game of inches. And I know inches. That's my opinion. And I'm LT, the referee. What do you think? Do you think the NFL has it bad for Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs? Or is it all explainable and everybody just needs something to cry about? Stop being crybabies. This is football. There's no rigging. This is modern day gladiators. Let's go. Yeah, they're not great calls. But if you look at any game, you're going to get calls like that on every team. The NFL is not rigged. I will not speak of this again. But for now, let's get to pregame. All right, well, this is pregame. Today we're going to talk fantasy football. We're going to talk about my new favorite league. I told you guys last week I started a league for my son and his friends. I brought my best friend and cousin Scoot in with us. And I'm super excited. I cannot wait to watch my little Lombardi Trophy dominate this league. Now, he took an L this week. That's okay. He forgot to take some injured players out. He was too busy skating. I get it. It's all good. But I, however, won my matchup. I personally have Kyler Murray and Dak Prescott. It pains me to draft the Dallas Cowboy, but I got him anyways. He's going to have a huge season. Kyler Murray, I doubled him up on the stack with Marvin Harrison Jr. And if you don't know, look at the numbers. Harrison already has 5 touchdowns in 4 weeks. That's beautiful. Scored another one today. I got Breece Hall. I'm not super stoked on him. I didn't realize he was going to be in a committee backfield, but he's still putting up numbers. And I'm playing against some other players like St. Brown, the Sun God. I hate playing against the Detroit Lions. Can't stand playing against Detroit Lions because when it all comes said and done, NFL football, real football takes priority over fantasy. If I got to take an L so Amon-Ra St. Brown can blow up against me, got to do what we got to do. Lions got to win. We are in a season of destiny. All right, guys, we're still pre-gaming over here, which means we're still talking fantasy football. It's week 5. That means it's our first week with teams on buys, which means you better have drafted some good subs, or you better know how to work the free agency wire, because we've got 4 teams on buys this week. Some pretty powerhouse teams as well. My Detroit Lions, for one, Philadelphia, Tennessee, and the LA Chargers all on buys this week. So if you've got Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamo Williams, Sam Laporta. Gosh. I just listed off like 6 Pro Bowlers, all from the Detroit Lions. Damn, it's good to be a Lions fan these days. I've been waiting since I was this tall to say that. Let's go, season of destiny. Anyways, we're talking fantasy football. So, those players are all out. Philly has a couple of players you have to worry about. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Dallas Goedert. The 2 wide receivers, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, they both out with injuries already, so they probably would have missed even if they weren't on a bye this week. Tennessee, don't have much to worry about there. Tajay Spears, Tony Pollard, and maybe D. Hopkins. And then the Chargers, 2 running backs, Dobbins, and Gus Edwards. And then, of course, Justin Herbert at quarterback for the Chargers. Not much else going on as far as missing big players. Can't wait. I love fantasy football season. You all know this is my time of year. Good luck. And I cannot wait to watch my little Lombardi Trophy beat his best friend, Dustin's ass, in fantasy football this week to get his first official fantasy football league victory. Let's go, Jordan. my little Lombardi trophy. You make me so proud. Go get that W, baby. And on that note, everybody else, let me know how your fantasy season's going. Who are you looking at on waiver wires? Are you making trades yet? I can't wait to hear from you. Leave a comment. Good luck this week. So I hope your fantasy season is going as great as mine. I'd love to hear what you guys have going on in your leagues. Now let's move on down the field. When I need it. Are you ready? It is our favorite time of the night. It is the Lions recap. That's right. We got the victory. We are 3-1 going into the bye week. Going to get our guys some rest. We had an amazing night. Put up some numbers. Jared Goff went perfect on the night. 18 for 18. 2 touchdowns. And he caught for 1. Amon-Ra, the sun god, baby. He caught a touchdown, and he threw a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, he got in the end zone twice. 78 yards. J-Mo, 80 yards and a touchdown. Montgomery, 40 yards and a touchdown. We went off. Seattle played great, but they could not defeat the almighty Lions. Like we said before, we are in a season of destiny. We're going to take our break in week 5. We're going to come back strong, healthy, and we're going to dominate the rest of the season. But first, before we head out of here for the night, let's check out the highlights. All right. First touchdown of the evening comes at the 3:11 mark of the first quarter, and it's our boy Demo, David Montgomery. This next highlight is a defensive highlight. Geno Smith hits Metcalf over the middle, and we pop the ball out, recover it. Davis runs the ball back to inside the 15-yard line. All right, this is Jahmyr Gibbs' highlight. First and goal from the 4. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the ball right up the middle, strolls right in like a Sunday walk in the park. All right, this highlights for Gibbs. Gets the ball, second and goal. We're up 14-7. Gibbs gets the ball and just, boom, right through the tackles. Touchdown. All right, I'm going to show you a couple more highlights, and then I'm calling it. This next one is the Jameson Williams 70-yarder. Goff just drops a dime about 20 yards down the field. And Jamison Williams does the rest. Scampers for 70 yards and a touchdown, baby. This one's beautiful. All right. This is the best highlight of the day. Jared Goff fakes the handoff to Gibbs. Pitches it to Amon-Ra. The sun god acts like he's going to sweep it around to the top of the field. Goff leaks out to the left, bottom of the field. And Amon-Ra, the sun god, throws a touchdown pass to Jared Goff. All right. That is it for the Lions highlights. It was a great game. Super stoked. 3-1 going into the bye week. Let's get some rest, fellas. Get ready for week 6. All right. Well, I'm closing down the booth for the week. But I got to tell you, I've really enjoyed our banter. I've loved having conversations with you guys in the stands. I've loved all the messages you've sent me. I've loved the phone calls. So please continue. Whether you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, or a Niners fan, or a Green Bay Packers fan, or a Cleveland Browns fan like my dickhead brother-in-law. I want to hear what you're thinking about the NFL season. Talk to me about your team. Talk to me about your players. But call me. Here's the number. Maybe it's this way. But call me. I look forward to talking to you. Now, I've enjoyed our time together this week. I'll see you next time.